All right, everyone. I think I'm live. I was having some trouble this morning getting on. Oh, I thought there was something on my microphone there. I was having some trouble this morning getting on. Um, I just upgraded my StreamYard. So I just upgraded my StreamYard, so I had more time to um, stream basically. And I think that it did something wonky, but it's all good. Oh, awesome. Sage and Nora are here. I mean, I think today, like, I don't think it's 6:30 here, and I normally start work around 8:30, so I'm thinking these streams will go for probably like an hour and a half in the morning. Um, Yay, Sage is here. No, you didn't get the time wrong. I was just having a little bit of a struggle opening up the stream. Also, good morning. Hi, Nora. How's it going? Good morning. Hi, everyone. Hi, Kimberly. It's so great to have you here. Hi, Adriana. All right. Let me know if I mispronounced that. Adriana or Adriana? I know they're a little bit different, but kind of close. Thank goodness I already missed a work thing today because I got the time wrong. Oh, I hate when that happens. And it's always, what's the funny thing is that sometimes it's like you can plan as much as you want, but it just sometimes happens, especially if there's meetings in different time zones. I've had it happen to me. And like, I remember once someone was like, why didn't you put it in your calendar? And I was like for a work thing. They were like, why didn't you put it in your calendar, like in Outlook? And I was like, you sent me the meeting invite. You could see I accepted. I just like somehow missed it. Anyway, it was an interesting experience. I was like, what do you mean? Like, it was in my calendar. Anyway. Oh, Jacqueline, hi. I don't think you've been on any of the previous streams, but it's great to have you here. Basically, I have started live streaming like a mad woman over the past few days because I have to finish this book. I think this morning I'm actually going to be doing quite a bit of editing, actually, which is super fun versus new words. But we'll see. I'm going to definitely do the first writing sprint in words. Uh, also, like, what do you happen to be working on? If everyone wants to let us know, like, what we're working on this morning in the comments, that'd be super fun. I think if we could all just take a moment to figure out what we're working on and I don't know, so we can encourage each other through this. We've had some pretty cool things happened over the past few days. Emery yesterday reached 50,000 words. Shanice the day before reached 70,000 words on her manuscript. Sage crushed it. She was also running a live stream over on her channel, and she did 72 poems in 24 hours, which is like huge. Oh, you were here yesterday but didn't chat. Okay. Well, then you know what's up. Great to have you. All right, Nora. And I hope you got some words done then. It's 1:30 p.m. here. Well, that's nice. It's 6:30 a.m. here. I'm kind of jealous of that. Um, I woke up this morning at like 5 because there was this really loud screeching sound happening, and like our place, our windows back onto the parking lot. Okay, so it was the sketchiest thing. There was this really loud screeching sound that almost sounded like somebody was like keying a car and or trying to like um like put the bar in the window to open the door, which I think is what it was, because eventually like the screeching stopped and you just heard, that like sound when you open a car door. That's what I heard. And I was like, oh my God, is someone breaking into a car? Because the screeching woke me up because we had our windows open. And I was like, what do I do? Do I go back? Like, and then I was like, you know what? If there's a car thief, I don't want to be the person to interrupt a car theft. And maybe that makes me a little bit of a scaredy cat, but I just thought that that would be a bad situation. And I'm really just hoping today that nobody got the car stolen. So, yeah, anyway, that was my early morning wake up. I just like, if it was something else, I probably would have interjected, but I was like, if somebody's stealing a car, that's a big theft to commit to, and I feel like you're prepared for somebody coming to interrupt you, and I don't wanna be the person that, like, gets in between a car thief and that, if they've got, like, a weapon on them or something like that. So, yeah, I chickened out, but that's why I was up at 5 AM. I honestly think I'm probably exaggerating all this, and there's something that easily explains it, but that's what in my, like, half asleep state, I thought the noise was. Anyway, so far today, I am not doing great on the taking care of my neighbor's front because I may have realized there was a car theft going on and just been too scared to go and interject. But honestly, it was probably something that was not that. Our neighborhood is very like patrolled, so I definitely think I'm exaggerating. But we'll see. I'm gonna go outside later today and just make sure that all is good. I was here yesterday, but I didn't chat. I'm working on a fantasy novel, and my goal for today is to 16K. That's awesome, Laura. 16K is huge. I should work on my podcast script so I can record and upload by Wednesday. Oh, Sage, what's your podcast about? But I think I'm going to do some coloring first. Yes, that is always the good choice. I'm working on my paranormal second novel. Love it. I love paranormal stuff. That sounds great. No, you are absolutely right to prioritize your own safety. Well, thank you for that. That's what I was thinking. I was like, this is not a good situation that I want to step into. I'm just hoping that everything's okay. But if it's not, then at least I can tell people what time it was at. It was at 5:18 AM. But I honestly think I'm probably just over exaggerating this. Currently working on a YA fantasy novel, just hoping to finish this chapter before I have online classes this morning. That's awesome. YA fantasy. I love fantasy and sci-fi. Any kind of like paranormal, out of this world stuff are like totally my jam. And I also hope you finish this chapter for your online classes this morning. I had some basic security training at one of my jobs years ago, and the one thing they kept coming back to was prioritize your own safety. Things are insured, money is insured, you're not. I agree with this 100%. I used to work in health and safety a little bit, and we did a whole bunch of training for like violence in the workplace per se or something like that, and it was always prioritize your own safety first. And I mean, even when I was doing my lifeguard training, it was the same thing. It was like, if you are no longer there, you're definitely not going to be able to help. So always prioritize your own safety. I agree. It just like kind of feels weird when something's actually happening. But I'm hoping that it was all good and there's a normal explanation for this. There's been no cops that have shown up here yet. So I honestly think that it's just like maybe somebody lost the keys to their car or something like that, or they couldn't, I don't know. There's a normal explanation for it, but I was like, what's going on? And that was my theory. All right, how long do we all want to sprint for this morning? I'm thinking because it's the morning and we're probably not going to be on here for as long, we do like a whole bunch of short sprints with like a couple minutes in between. My podcast is called Ink and Sage. I read and react to opening paragraphs. I'm looking at doing full pages and just for sentences as well. That's such a good idea. That's such a good idea. I love that. Ink and Sage. I'm writing it down. Actually, you know what? I'm not even writing it down. I'm just going to go find it and add it to. I'm assuming it's on all platforms. I'm going to go and try and find it in the store right now. 1 second. Oh, where's my. Oh, I can't find it. Oh, there we go. Podcasts. That's what I was looking for. Okay. Ink and Sage. I found it. Subscribe. Boom. I don't know if you can see that I'm subscribed. Oh, there. Subscribed. I'm definitely going to be listening to this today. I'm like one of those people that likes to listen to podcasts as they work, not writing work. I can't do writing work when I listen to podcasts, but I can do like office work. I think you probably find things definitely sound a lot bigger than they actually are in the wee hours of the morning. Totally. I totally agree. I totally agree. Alrighty. Let's go, everyone. I'm thinking, do we want to start with a 15-minute sprint? And I'm just getting my pages open because I like to keep track of all of the sprints here. So today is Monday, April 6th. And let's see what we want to do. Oops, I see the comments here. When I went to nap during my poetry-a-thon, I heard some crazy sounds, thought someone was breaking in, grabbed my panic button and went to look. No, just a field mouse running through the house. Yeah, but it's like I mean, I'm super happy that you're fine and nobody broke in, but like those noises do sound conspicuous, right? Like it happens and you're like half asleep and you're like, wait, what's going on? And I feel like when something shocks you out of your sleep, it already puts you on edge a little bit. So you're like alert. Anyway, yeah. Yeah, I'm glad everything is good. And yeah, that it was just a mouse because that's scary. When you think it's your own home, that's super scary. Yay, new subscriber. Yeah, everybody go and subscribe to Sage's podcast channel because it sounds really interesting. All right, 15's good. 15's good. 15's fine by me. And 15. Woo. All right, I'm going to put the banner up. Not 10. We're up here doing 15 minutes. Also, because I uploaded my StreamYard, I think I get to do something really fancy. Like I can put a border around this. So I think maybe by tomorrow, the background will change. Or not the background, but the like border thing will change. Anyway, looking forward to it. I'm also on highlight because our house was broken into twice in October last year, twice in the same month. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. I've only had my house broken into once, and it was a long time ago. But it like a long time ago. Like I think I was a kid. Not I think I was a kid. I was a kid. Um, and it like does something because it's your space and then somebody invades your space. I can't even imagine twice in 1 month. That's like not chill at all. It's not cool. And it just like I don't know. I yeah, it doesn't feel good when you think like your home where it's supposed to be protected has been invaded. So I'm sorry that happened. That really sucks. Alrighty. I'm just opening up my others like computer where I do my sprints and normally the timer too, but I think it's gonna take a while. Oh no, it's open. Twice in a week actually. Oh, that's even worse. I'm so sorry. And it's like, wouldn't they have already stolen all the most valuable stuff the first time? And then like the second time, I mean, they probably at least I don't know if the second time they got much, but I'm so sorry that happened to you. That sucks. Okay, I've got 15 minutes on the timer. I'm gonna put my volume, like for the buzzer, on very low because my partner is still sleeping. Um, and then I'll just let everybody know when it's time. So we're gonna start in the 15 minutes in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, everybody. Not sure if you can hear that, but that's time. How did everybody do? Also, Sage, I saw your comment while we were sprinting. Well, and I'm assuming this is about your house being broken into. Well, here's the crazy thing. They left my camera, Mr. Sage's computer, Julie, etc. They took a bunch of booze, a speaker, an electric razor, a cheap tablet, the TV, and Mr. Sage's leather jacket. That's an interesting combo. I mean, it's nice that they left. It's nice that they left some stuff, I suppose. I feel like it's just a mad dash when people, I guess, are thieving. So I'm so sorry that happened to you. All right, how did everybody do? I have to go in and calculate my total. Um, one, six. I have to check my word count yesterday to get my total because I'm like, I don't just highlight and check, I like subtract from the total. Okay, I got 235 for that one. Pretty good for the first one in the morning for my brain being a little bit frozen, I suppose. All right, I'm just waiting for some of the comments to come in to see how everybody else has done. I'm going to take this banner off. All right. Ooh, my chair's doing something weird here. I think 15 minutes was good. I think long sprints in the morning would be a little bit difficult right now. It's all right. We're safe. The dogs are safe. They were with us at our friend's place, thankfully, and everyone else could be replaced. I'm so happy that everything was safe, and I agree. That's the number one thing, that everybody's safe and everything else can be replaced. Yeah. And that the doggies are safe too. All right, Jacqueline got 316 words. Damn, that is an impressive 15 minutes. That is huge. Kimberly also had a huge 15 minutes at 541 words. That's super awesome. Man, I need to step up my 15-minute game. All right. What are we thinking? Oopsies. Because we don't have that much time in the mornings, because at least I have to go to work. What are we thinking for the second? Well, first of all, I want to hear how everybody did. So I'm just going to wait a couple more minutes while some of the comments come in. But what are we thinking for the next sprint? Do we want to do something a little bit longer, something the same? Up to you guys, really. Time seems to fly on live streams. Like, I'm not even kidding. It's already been a half hour and it's like gone. Time just flies right on by. All right. I'm just waiting. I know there's comments on YouTube that aren't come through yet, that haven't come through yet. So I'm just waiting a second. Okay. I got the piece halfway colored, but I'm not happy with how it's turning out. So on to scripting. I'm sure it's looking great. And that's awesome. What a nice, well, I guess it's not morning for you. I was going to be like, what a nice way to start your morning. But yeah. 20, maybe 25. I'm down for either, but sounds like 25 sounds like 20 is the preference. I'm down for 20. What are we thinking, everyone? I think 20 sounds good. It's not too long, but it's a little bit longer than 15 minutes. Everybody can like get into a groove a little bit. I honestly really have to, like, I'm very thirsty one, and I really have to go use the washroom. So I might get up at the beginning of this sprint. But 20 sounds good to me. Just gonna wait for some of these comments to come through because YouTube is lagging. Okay, here we go. I see a few on YouTube. Jacqueline says 15 or 20 sounds good. Sage says 20. All right, I think 20 is our sprint of choice right now. Oopsies. So let me go ahead and put that on here. Okay, I think we just dive right into it. There's not much time to mess around on these morning sprints. So I'm gonna set up the timer. Okay, the banner's on. I'm gonna set up the timer. All right, and everybody, feel free to get up and go get your beverage of choice, so coffee or something like that. And we are going to get this sprint started in 3, 2, 1, go. And I will be 2 minutes. All right, everybody, that is time. Just gonna turn the timer off. How did everybody do? I had some weird stuff going on with my chapter headings. So I had to go and because I use Google Docs and I put the headings in like a heading style so that they come up on the outline and they all got jumbled up. So I had to go back and like redo all of my chapter headings. But that's done now. Okay, let's see how many words. How did everybody else do? Also, I didn't even um, see this, but Sharon's here. Everybody's just saying hi, and also Shadow Flight made it this morning too. That's so exciting. So many people are here. I feel like now that it's past 7, people are starting to pour in a little bit. All right, so how did everybody do? I am just trying to figure out my word count for the sprint. All right, I got 178, but in all fairness, I did more of a 15-minute sprint because I had to get up and just go, one, go to the washroom, and two, get a drink of water. And I also had to redo some of my chapter headings because they got all wonky. Oh my gosh, Jacqueline got 530 words. That's amazing. Kimberly got 602. Those are huge word counts, everyone. Oh my gosh. Damn. I wish I had gotten that many words. Kimberly. I was looking at Kimberly's thing, but it was I'm reading Sharon's. Sharon got 211. That's awesome. That's so good, everyone. I'm hoping this next sprint can be my like big numbers sprint. I feel like it always takes me a couple to like get into it, and that's kind of hard when you're doing a short writing sprint session. Like we're not going to go all day today. We're probably going to go till like 2 hours and that's it. So all right. Just totaling up. Yeah, it takes some time. I agree. I don't just like highlight and then figure it out. Like I actually do a calculation. So all right, 7. It's 4:30 here, and I stayed up once I saw you were having this. Thanks for doing this. Like 4:30 a.m. Gosh, oh my gosh. Well, 1, thank you for staying up. 2, maybe some sleep. Maybe some sleep. And no problem. I have so much to do this month that I figured this was the best way to get it done. Sage says hi to Shadowflight. Shadowflight's saying hi too. Sage got 201 in actual scripting, but also import and read through the subs I'm reacting to. Fair. So for anybody who just got here, Sage has a podcast where she reads the first paragraph of a novel and basically reacts to it, which I thought was such a cool idea. Everybody should go subscribe to it. It's Ink and Sage. And um, so my question, Sage, is do people then submit their paragraphs to you to have you read them and then like critique them? Or is it just you pick up like any regular book and then critique that first paragraph? Anyway, I was just curious. I thought that was a super interesting premise and idea. I am one of the reasons that we got these was because we're hoping to start a podcast. Have a few ideas that I'm super into, but TBD. None are as cool as yours. Yeah. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. Also, can we talk about how awesome Kimberly's pick is? I agree. So Kimberly, and I mean, not to sound creepy, but I think you were on like, I don't know, Brooke or Jesse's sprints last week or something like that. And I noticed, and I mean, we've been in a couple of the same sprints before, like live streams, and I noticed, but I really noticed your picture like last week, I'm pretty sure. And I was like, damn, that's so cool. I agree. Let's all just, it's great. It's super awesome. All right. So I'm just hopping over to YouTube to make sure that there was no like outstanding comments that I'm missing. Um, oh, it looks like there's one more that's come in. There we go, Jacqueline. I was literally just thinking about that stage. Yeah, it's super cool. And especially like just as you're kind of like scrolling through the chat, it like stands out so much. It's super awesome and beautiful and like kind of a little bit eerie. I like it. Okay, so this is the answer to the podcast question. Yes, it's all on submissions. I would be very wary of picking up and reacting to a book on the shelf. Fair. Fair, especially considering that, like, if it's on the shelf, it means it's already published. Yeah. So do you do these for published books or, like, people who are trying to publish their books? Or I don't know. Anyway, I'm just curious. This podcast sounds so cool. What are we thinking for timing for next sprint? Do we wanna do another 20? I'm thinking maybe another 20. That'll bring us to 8-ish o'clock my time, and then I might we can do like one really quick sprint after that because I probably have to head out around like the hour and 45-minute mark of this live stream because I have to work. All right. Okay, I see on YouTube because it's like slowing down, like the transfer over. Oh, there we go. Okay. Oh yeah, okay. You were both on both Jesse and Courtney's. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. So I think I definitely noticed your picture last week and I was like, damn, it's so cool. Yes, it's all on submission. Oh, I somehow missed the order of these up, or the order came in different. Hmm. I think we should do 25 minutes next. I can do 15, but my class starts at 8, so I have to leave then. Oh, Jacqueline, no. I'm sorry that you have to leave. I don't have to leave at 8, but shortly after 8. So I'm thinking um, that I'm down to do 25, and Jacqueline, you can just hop off at the 15. I'm sorry. I think it's just because I don't have that like 25. This is pretty much the last long sprint that I can do. I don't know. What does everyone else think? 15 or 25? Those are the two numbers right now. I'm up for either. That's a pretty early class, just saying. I know, yeah, that's a pretty early class. Sometimes they normally start at like 8:30. Yeah. So I have submission guidelines on my website. Already published work is a bit trickier because of publishers' rights. Yeah, fair. All right, so 15 or 25. Those are the two options, and I'm just going to go with the one that's voted for the most. So we have one for 15 right now and one for 25 right now. Yes, okay, we're going to take a vote. 15 versus 25. Yeah, totally fair. If a self-published author wants to submit something for their own published work, I would accept it, but I don't want to go toe to toe with publishers. Totally, totally get it. 15 works. Yeah, it's my 8 a.m. class and I hate it. Oh, I feel like I'm assuming this is for like a college or university. And when I was in university, um, the earliest our classes started were 8:30, which was also still just a pain. But I don't know now with the whole like learning online thing if all of that's changed. Okay, okay. It sounds like we have a resounding consensus around 15 minutes. I'm gonna put the banner up. This is nice because now I guess the second sprint we do can be a little bit longer, so like 15 instead of 10 or maybe even 20. Okay, so 15 minutes is on the clock, or it's on the banner. I'm going to put it on the clock here, and we are ready to go in 3, 2, 1, start. All right, everybody, that is time. How did everybody do? I did my calculation a little bit early, so I got 253 words. This is from before the start of the sprint, I think. My lunch hour is technically over, but no one's counting. It's true. It's working from home is super interesting, I find. Yeah, yeah, because things just kind of roll into one. I end up working later every day, actually, I think. But I am trying to be really good about taking my lunch appropriately. All right, how did everyone do? I got 253. Mm, 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 mm. I use Google Docs to write, but I also still download backups and then send them to myself in my email because I'm paranoid like that. So I'm just sending myself a backup now. All right, and I'm closing everything, or closing my email, I should say. All right, how did everybody do? I guess I'm just waiting for some comments to come in. All right, here we go. Jacqueline got 323 words. I think I've got to pop out. Good luck with the rest of the stream and everyone writing. Good luck with your class. Enjoy, have fun, learn lots, and 323 words is a ton. Kimberly got 404 words. That's also huge for 15 minutes. Sage got 318 with reading the next sub. Damn, that's a lot. That's a ton. Everybody's just saying bye. Shadowfly got 87. I think being distracted by a puppy is totally acceptable. And 87 still rocking. It's not bad to be paranoid. I had about 15K on my other projects go walk about because of Google Drive / Scrivener issue. Yeah, I am like, I'm not losing any work. I'm determined not to lose any work, especially considering like I'm so close to being done. All right, good girl Williams one. Hi. We are sprinting. It's probably going to be our last sprint now, everybody. I'm sorry. So I'm thinking we do something a little bit shorter, like a 10 or 15 again. But I have to hop off and get ready for work. So um, yeah, up to you guys. Whatever it is you want to do. What are we thinking? 10 minutes? 15 minutes? I'm waiting for comments to come in. I'm down for another 15, but 10 is fine if you need to bounce. I'm just looking at Google 10. Kimberly says 10. Okay, so I think, I missed Nora's comment. I'm trying to find how to print my text in booklet format, but my apps aren't cooperating with me. They don't let me print two-sided pages. Ooh, that's too bad. I'm so sorry. Yeah, two-sided pages are nice. All right, Sage says down for another 15, but 10 is fine. Okay, it looks like 10. Kimberly and Nora are both saying 10. So I'm going to throw this up as a 10-minute sprint. Oopsies. 10-minute sprint, save. Scroll this across the bottom. Um, I'm actually going to be using this time to check up on work emails that I got over the weekend. So I figured why not get a head start on the day. Uh, yeah, okay, so I think we'll do 10 minutes. It would be awesome if I could finish the script in the sprint because that would mean in Marissa's co-work stream tonight, I can record and edit. Yeah, that's awesome. That would be super awesome. So let's get right into the sprint. I've got the timer set up. I've got the banner on, and let's do one last early morning 10-minute sprint. All right, everybody, I am going to start the timer in 3, 2, 1, and go. Good luck writing. Hey everyone, that's time. I think it might have actually gone over 10 minutes. I forgot that my computer was muted, but that is time. How did everybody do? I personally opened up my work email and responded to a few emails from the weekend and then kind of wrote out my plan for the day for work. So, I mean, it wasn't a writing sprint, but it was a productivity sprint, but it's because I had to transition into work mode now. So, all right. How did everyone do? Sorry, my computer is doing something strange. All right. Here we go. 141 and a bathroom break and script finished. That's awesome. Congrats. And now you can work on other stuff this afternoon. I just finished act one of my novel. That's huge. Congratulations, Nora. That's like so giant. It feels so satisfying when you finish like a large chunk. I'm done for the night slash morning. Not bad way to start off my day. I jump started my homework for school and now I'm off. Have a great day. You too. Thanks so much for joining, Kimberly, and have a good sleep. um, yeah, I also spent this time to jumpstart for work this morning. Yes, definitely. Thanks for coming, Kimberly, and very that's so awesome, Nora. That's super awesome. Haha, I thought that 10 minutes seemed too long. Yeah, I put the timer on my computer and I totally forgot that I had it on mute, but I think we only went for like 12 or so minutes, but I was distracted by emails and like super into it. So Shadowflight 127, that's awesome. That's super stoked. Congratulations on finishing the script Sage and on finishing the first act, Nora. Yes, accomplishing huge things before 8 a.m., at least before 8 a.m. my time. Or it's 8:14 now. You know what? Close enough. Aw, everyone's so awesome. Just like thanking each other and stuff. All right, everybody. Well, I think this is going to end it for this morning, but I think this is kind of what to expect for the morning sprints, just short little bursts of productivity before the day gets started. And then I guess we can all kind of accomplish writing goals before we have to go to work. Or if you're elsewhere in the world, hopefully this time is more suitable um, to you and it's not in the middle of the night. But I know we're from all over, so it always depends. But for all those who are about to take a break or maybe grab a coffee and then go to work, then yeah, yeah, we'll be all good. I mean, then we'll be all good. For anyone who's getting a coffee or taking a break and then getting ready to go to work, have a good work day. That's what I meant to say. I don't know. An email popped up and I like got distracted. But it was so much fun, you guys. And it feels good to be writing productive before having to go back to the grind. All right. Well, I am going to be doing another one of these tomorrow and on Thursday, but not on Wednesday because I might try something else on Wednesday or there are a whole bunch of live streams going on Wednesday. So that's why I kind of let Wednesday be. But I'm really trying to be productive this whole month. So feel free to join. Please, go ahead and like this stream. It helps out a lot with the algorithm and just like everything that YouTube does that is magical and robotic in the background. So I would really appreciate that. And thank you so much for joining this morning. It was so much fun to have you here and not have to do this alone. So thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, you have a great day too, Sage. Thanks, Shadow. Have a great day. And no problem. I love having these. They keep me accountable and I hope they're helpful. All right, everybody. Talk to you soon.